Elijah over here, with his part of his, he was praying to the Lord, and you heard the story where they brought the buckets of water and poured the water on the altar, and where God had, he prayed to the Lord, and the Lord had struck down the altar and consumed the entire burnt offering on the altar, and burned up all the water around the altar, everything in the area. So they were very convinced that the Lord is God. But of course, before that, Elijah was, there had been a great, Elijah had prayed, and they had a drought, a very severe drought in the land going on. And then all that happened with the altar, and that brings us to the part where I'm going to read from. So Ahab went off to eat and drink, but Elijah climbed to the top of Mount Carmel, bent down to the ground, and put his face between his knees. Go and look toward the sea, he told his servant. So we've got Elijah. He's praying to the Lord. He's already demonstrated the power of the Lord with the lightning bolt that struck the altar and consumed everything. Now he's on top of Mount Carmel. There's a severe drought in the land, and now he's praying to the Lord. And it says, if you look here, it says he can put his face between his knees. So you can imagine him down on his knees, and he's really prostrate before the Lord and on his face, basically before the Lord. And he tells his servant, go and look. Well, what he's looking for is a cloud in the sky. There hadn't been rain for, it was like 3.5 years, I believe it was. So he's trying to, again, he prayed to stop the rain, and now he's praying to bring back the rain to demonstrate the Lord's power. And he's on his knees before God. And he told his servant, go and look. The servant says, I went up and looked. There was nothing there. And he said, 7 times, Elijah said, go back and look. The 7th time, the servant reported, a cloud as small as a man's hand is rising from the sea. So see, even back then, and maybe, this is just an example. There's examples throughout the whole Bible. But one of my favorite examples is persistent prayer, where Elijah is, on his face before the Lord, and just a cloud the size of your hand in the distance. And after what happened next was, so Elijah said, go and tell Ahab, hitch up your chariot and go down before the rain stops you. So in other words, from this small cloud that Elijah had prayed for 7 times, he was on his knees. A big storm that was so devastating that it flooded the entire land. So he went from a 3-year drought to an entire, maybe like a hurricane type levels of water and stuff. So by him being persistent, though, the Bible shows it that he went 7 times, but in that 7 times, he was probably, there was time in between. He was up there for quite a while. So that's one example, and I wanted to give you one more. This goes back to Genesis, and of course, Father Abraham. And this is right after Abraham has had the guests come and speak to him. 3 men that came, one of them being like the Son of Man, which is the Lord, and visit his camp outside of Sodom and Gomorrah. This is before he destroys the Sodom and Gomorrah. And Abraham is just devastated, of course, because Sodom and Gomorrah, these are cities. These are like the Twin Cities, up in Minnesota there. St. Paul and St. Cloud or St. Paul? The 2 cities. So these are 2 cities. And these, there's thousands and thousands of people in the city. And they're about to destroy. God is about to wipe these cities off the face of the earth. And Abraham, which Abraham was always, before the Lord in prayer, and he's always very persistent in his prayers. I'm going to read you from Genesis 18:22. And it says, these are talking about the angels that visited him. And of course, you got to remember, Abraham's nephew Lot was in Sodom and Gomorrah too, so there was probably some of his family members in those cities. Maybe they were sinning, maybe they weren't. We don't know, but of course, you would want your family members in there. So the men turned away, went towards Sodom, but Abraham remained standing before the Lord. Then Abraham approached him and said, will you sweep away the righteous with the wicked? What if there are 50 righteous people in the city? Will you really sweep it away and not spare the place for the sake of 50 righteous people? Far be it from me to do such a thing, to kill the righteous with the wicked.